you just hear this?
It's the Jim Kerr Rock and Roll Morning Show on Q1043.
Q1043, Billy Joel, Angry Young Man. That was the second song in Billy Joel's set at Shea Stadium last night. Bob Buchmann was there. If you had the Q on last night, you heard Bob as he broadcast live from the Q1043 press box overlooking the stage. It was an incredible experience for him. He's in here early this morning, still all energized from the show last night.
Well, it's true.
What's the morning after review?
Technically, you're wrong. It was the third song. I know, based on the set list, you're right. It's the second song, but very appropriately, if you're going to play Shea Stadium, what do you start with? The national anthem. So will you please rise? And boom, everybody stood up, and it was really great.
So it began with the national anthem.
There
cool.
you go. Yeah. Cool. And then Miami 2017, and then, of course, the song you just played, Jim, Prelude, Angry Young Man. And then My Life followed that, and there was a prelude to My Life, too. It was Yankee Doodle Dandy. A lot of, patriotic themes last night. Not only because he does the song Goodnight Saigon, and that's got all the military guys and NYPD singing background, but
oh sure, I know on Memorial Day every year I love to play Goodnight Saigon because we get so many requests for it from our friends who are veterans.
The other reason is, what's the great American pastime? Baseball. So, why not be patriotic right there in a ballpark? And there were so many overtones of that last night. The crowd was even shouting USA, USA during Goodnight Saigon. It was really great. Nice moment. So I walk back there, and, just before it starts, and he's sitting on a couch, just calming himself, because he's got all these special guests lined up. And obviously, this is a big deal. There's $1 million video production going on just to shoot this thing for DVD. So it's got to be right. And, so how does he calm himself? He's got his two pugs on the couch, one on each side of him. He's got one hand on each pug, just chilling, and that's how he set himself for a tremendously successful night.
Was his cute, hot young wife there?
No, I didn't see her. Is she still doing that book tour or something? She was not.
Well, she's been selling the cookbook and doing her TV work, but I just thought that it would be a good opportunity for Billy Joel to really be able to show off in front of John Mayer.
That's right.
That he's got a hot wife.
A hot young wife. I mean, because John Mayer, I'm sorry, John Mayer gives me the creeps. I just don't like the guy. I don't like him because he's ruined it for everybody with that whole "your body is a wonderland" thing. I mean, it ruined it for all of us normal guys.
It's so funny. It's so funny.
He's a close talker, I'll tell you that.
Is that right?
Yeah, in person he talks right. You can feel his breath on you.
Wow.
If you like him, that's a good thing. If you don't, it's very creepy.
Well, I'm jealous. I'm jealous of John Mayer. All the women love John Mayer.
Yeah.
And he performed This Is the Time.
Which is a great song.
I know, with Billy Joel.
And there's some really tasty guitar going on behind that. It's not a Hendrix type of song, but there's some room for a guitar player like John Mayer.
Besides having all the women loving him, John Mayer's a great guitar player.
That's true.
He went to Berkeley and Boston. Oh, enough about him.
So, and the crowd loved Tony Bennett when he came out. And
a New York state of mind for Tony Bennett. When John Mellencamp came out, what did they do?
Mellencamp did Little Pink Houses. Yeah, he did his own tune. And, everybody was right behind him. And it was huge. I mean, Henley did, of course, his own song as The Boys of Summer. But what better in a ballpark to do a song called The Boys of Summer? But a lot of the guys, of course, just, paid tribute to Billy, as did Tony Bennett with New York State of Mind.
And there were three Beatles songs, A Hard Day's Night, and Please Please Me, and She Loves You.
I got to tell you, the best performance was Please Please Me. I think that was the hardest song to do, and they did it the best. I mean, it was amazing how good it sounded. Really great.
And then right before Piano Man, I understand the crowd sang Take Me Out to the Ball Game.
Yeah, yep, absolutely. It was just a great night.
So on a scale of 1 to 10, what would you give it?
I would give it a 9. I would give it a 9.
A 9?
Yeah.
You have the guts to say that? Your friend Billy will come here and punch you out.
Yeah, but I'm sure he's sleeping right now. So he's not I would give it a 9. You know what? And I think I know exactly what he's going to... I'm not going to say, but I think I know exactly what he's going to do to make Friday a 10. So it was just amazing. And, when you think about how long the show was, from 8:40 right until just about midnight, everybody got their money's worth and then some.